Hi, this is Sherri. I'm coming at you for Angel's Whisper, and I'm down in Canyon Lake. It's very, very beautiful. It's about 5:30 my time, so it's cooling off a little bit. Not so hot. Today I'm trying to figure out where to set myself up here because it's really, really bright right now, which makes it difficult for me to look into the camera and see. If I can't see myself talking to you, I don't know, it does something weird to me. So, I feel like I'm in the public eye and I have to be able to see what I'm looking at. It's so funny. That's why I do better when I turn the camera away from myself, which I'll do quite a bit. So this reading is going to be different than any reading that we've done so far. Before we start, I'm going to speak about our totem because it keeps showing up in this little glen that I'm in here, and it may show up again. It's the yellow-bellied warbler. And the yellow-bellied warbler teaches you how to use your voice. It teaches you how to use the art of patience and tenacity to survive in the situation that you're in. It teaches you how to be comfortable in the situations that you're in and use your the abilities that you have to sing out. It teaches you to have courage and of your convictions and moving forward with the skills that you have. They want you to listen to the song of the yellow-bellied warbler because they sing from their heart. So are you following your dreams? Are you going after what it is that you know you're supposed to be doing? You're supposed to listen to your heart and your heart's song, just like the yellow-bellied warbler sings from its heart and sends it forward, moving in the direction that you're supposed to go. So that's, and I'm forgetting so many things about it right now, and maybe it'll come back again when I relax, when I'm not thinking that I have to deliver this message. But I'll leave that for right now. So are you following after your dreams? Are you singing out? Are you patiently using patience and tenacity to make yourself move forward on your path? The warbler, if you call out to the warbler will help you to feel comfortable in situations where you might not normally feel comfortable, so that you can move forward singing the song of your soul. So there's a recap, a little bit more fluid than I began. So what we're going to be working with is the Dragonfae, and I did that first reading for you guys, but this reading is I'm going to do this differently. There's so much. I love the way Lucy Cavendish reads, the way she writes. She writes, I'm Celtic, I'm Welsh, and so it's like a bedtime story. It's like a child's story. It's the type of stories that I heard when I was growing up. And so I'm going to read to you much of the message, and then I will speak to you about the message itself. But I'm going to read it to you like a story. So be prepared. This is story time, and I am your teacher today. So the first message, and I don't know where I can go. Maybe I should sit. I think I might sit in my boat because we'll rock around a bit in it, but I'm kind of having a difficult time trying to figure out how to do this. This is kind of cool. Okay. So the first message, and I don't want to lose my cards because these are brand new and they're beautiful and I don't want them to be ruined. So I do have the deck with me, the book with me, and like I said, I'm going to read the story for you. And there's 4 cards that we have. So prepare yourself, get settled, get comfortable, and get ready for story time. Okay, the first message that we have is Tatsuya. Tatsuya is, look at this dragon. This is a very powerful dragon, and Tatsuya is telling you, I have courage. So this is your dragon that's coming to help you, okay? So now I'm going to let you guys just look around because I'm going to read to you the message from Tatsuya. I think it would be much more fun. So we all go through the crucible, every one of us, and we emerge changed. So the crucible is a difficult time, right? Okay, we emerge changed. We are ourselves, but we are not ourselves. None of it is, now it is your turn, and you need not be afraid. For your fear will only hurt you, while your courage in being tested and exercised will show you so much of your great potential. For you are heroic, noble, and able to pass through this. And while it might change you, it will do so in magnificent ways. Are you ready? No? Well, put aside your fear and follow me anyway. I will teach you the truth about recovery from grief and recovery from addictions. I will teach you how to face that which you fear and move forward anyway. You are now in the process of a deep transformation, and by entering this door and facing the unknowable, you will find new hope dawning before you even dare to dream of it. The second you take action is the moment you will be changed. The more you explore and investigate this capacity of yours to be courageous, the more astounded you will be at your change, at your reality, at your ability to miraculously change and transform naturally. You're going to be doing this working with Tatsuya. She's going to be helping you, or he, whatever it wants it to be. So intellectually you understand this, but your body is hesitating at the commitment that you know this change will take. Trust the courage and the blossoming of it. Do it now. You will then start the process of moving through to a new stage. Your fear masks a deeper dilemma, that of not being your true self and not knowing that true self. This stage will see you reveal your spiritual truths, beliefs. You will be living with integrity. You will open up emotionally and become richer and more blissful in every way. With this test of courage, you will shatter the illusionary barrier that lies between you and the true self, love, and self-worth. From this test, you will learn to love this individuality, to recover from conditioning, and to emerge truly yourself, beautiful and ready to fly. Come through the door. There is nothing to fear. You will see. So now what's happening is you're exploring a new way of life. You're coming into a place where there's deep change that's taking place. We've been feeling it. I've been feeling it. Change is happening right now. There's shifts that are happening, and there's no point in fighting it. You know, you can't, it's like an eclipse. You can't stop an eclipse. You can't stop a wave from coming in. This is happening. So you're being asked to embrace this change. And what it's talking about is there's a relationship in your life, and it's about time that you decided to tackle this situation that has for the longest time been very unsatisfactory to you. At the very least unsatisfactory, most likely very, very difficult and making you very, very unhappy. So you're going to be changing. You're going to be embracing this change rather than putting up with this anymore. So this comes at a turning point in your life. This is coming to you at that fork in the road, right? You've come to the place, the death of the old. We've been talking a lot, you know, with the posts that I've been putting up. We've been talking a lot about death and rebirth. That's why the vultures keep showing up. So there's a death of the old and the rebirth of the new that's coming. This is where we're at. We've been in the void, but we're starting to move forward. The energy is there. It's the beginnings of the creativity moving forward into your new form, right? So from the old form comes the new form. You don't have to think that you have to abandon all who you were, you know, to move into this new position of who you are, because without having gone through the experiences that you've gone through, you wouldn't be who you are today. So you're going to encapsulate the past and embrace what's moving forward and bring them together, because all of the experiences that you have had up until this time have brought you the lessons and have gotten you ready to be in the place that you're at right now. I'm just looking everywhere because there's dragonflies flying around me and there's warblers flying around me. The dragonflies, remember, hold on to your dreams. The warbler, talking about speaking out, singing out, right? This is the time where we're speaking about this change that's going on in your life, and you're being asked to embrace it and to speak out your truth. Stand forward, stand in your courage. This dragon, your personal dragon, is going to be here to help you. So, what else are they telling you? Tatsuya wants you to know that what you have inside of you, the lifeblood that you have inside of you, is much more than you have given yourself credit for. It's much more than you have, at least as of late, given yourself the credit for. You are courageous and you are brave and you're inspiring, and in the true blood of the Celtic people, you are heroic. So this is the time for you to be your own hero and step forward. So that's the first message. There's our yellow-bellied warbler right up there, coming to give us a high five. Okay, so that's your first message. I like that. The next message, and it's getting kind of windy, so I've got to be careful, like I said, to not drop my cards in the water. These are so pretty. I'm dropping my book though. Okay, and I want to tell you that I had a few different cards chosen that Spirit actually gave me, and I put them back because as I was doing the reading, I was crying. They were so emotional. This deck is probably one of my most favorite right now. It just really hit home very, very hard. That's why I decided I wanted to read to you and not skip over the way it's written, because the way it's written is touching my heartstrings so intently. There's things that needed to be said. And you know, normally we scan and then we figure out what Spirit brings down to us, and we just start talking. but with this deck, there are things that you needed to feel what I was feeling, and they were too much. So if I do start to get emotional, I apologize. You guys know I do that. So a recap on the last message. You know, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I'm going to let you see this next one before I say this. Okay. So the next message is Oroki. 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 And it's interesting because look at the lapis crystals, or the tanzanites, or the sapphires. The blue this is the most beautiful blue. It's like a periwinkle blue. Love that. That's my favorite color in the world. Mixed into my next favorite color, turquoise. Ooh! And the feathers. These cards are beautiful. So what this dragon is speaking about is boundaries. So this is a time that perhaps people have been crossing your boundaries, and you need to stand firm. You see a staff in this dragon's hands, and it's talking about boundaries. Alrighty, so let's see, what would be a prettiest view? I guess I'll just kind of do what I was doing before, let you guys just kind of slowly look around where I'm at. Alright, so Oroki, I have always had a difficult role, as is yours at present. You, like I, have a choice. Do you stay where you are and defend what is yours? Or do you trust that I can take care of it for a time? For you, and move forward into a new era. For here I am. I am willing and quite able to protect this treasure, and yet you will not move forward. Take some time away from the responsibilities at this moment, and trust that all will be well. If you fear for your material well-being, I am here to tell you that your nest egg that you have created, the treasures in your hidden trove, will be protected, but you must take the necessary steps. You must be able to move away from your home, your work, your bank account, your treasures, just for a moment, as to stay and stare at them will not satisfy you. Yes, they are beautiful, but you must trust that they will be here when you return, for I am guarding them. And while my guard is here for you, none shall slip by. So, Oroki is the Dragonfae being, and this one is treasured in the East, and he watches over families' wealth and possessions and property. And he's going to watch over yours. And they're saying, though he might be tiny, he's very fierce and he's very capable of his duties. So he's asking you to trust him and recognize that he's very watchful and he's very vigilant and he's very suspicious. So he's paying attention to what's going on, and you can rely on him to take care of what is yours. He wants you to step forward and do what it is that you're meant to be doing. What is that up there? Oh, it's a red dragonfly. So what's going to happen here is they're speaking to you about security measures that need to be put in place. So they're talking about, for you specifically, security measures that you need to possibly put in place in your home. Maybe you're supposed to check your alarms, check your locks, take out extra insurance, possibly not extra insurance, but maybe if you have a rental. Like I thought about this recently too. I live in a studio and I travel a lot. So it's a good idea to have insurance for the belongings that are inside. And also in California we have earthquakes, and so a lot of the times if there's a big earthquake, there can be damage done, and if you don't have insurance, you're up a creek. So they're telling you to be responsible and take out insurance on the things that are yours. But don't be stressing over it. They're telling you, protect what you in the way that you can, and then trust that your belongings are being taken care of. And you can call on Oroki to help you and make sure that you have a peace of mind that your things are being taken care of and you don't have to stress over it. Thinking maybe at this time you're thinking too much of your security. Maybe at this time you are somebody who is working. I need to build a nest egg. I need to make sure that I'm at this place. I've got to get to this place before I can move to there. And they're actually telling you no. You need to let go right now. You need to let go of stressing over working and getting to a certain status or getting to a certain place. Perhaps you've lost things recently. Perhaps you've lost a job, or you've lost possessions, you've lost monetary value, and you're very, very concerned, and you feel like you have to get yourself back to that place before you can move forward to the next phase in your life. And they're asking you to not do that. They're asking you to not put so much emphasis on the material world. My friend wrote to me this morning, and he lives in India, and he gave me, he does this every once in a while, and he just gave me numbers, and it was 222-8888. And I didn't open it up, and I said, what is this? And I pulled it up, and it was just numbers. And I said, okay, well, 8 talks about the infinity symbol, right? 222 talks about everything, you know, the numbers, everything is okay. Trust that everything is working out exactly as it is meant to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. I have to skip back. It wasn't the affinity symbol first, it was the 666. So 6, the number 6, represents material issues, and it says that you are too concerned with your material concerns. Your mind is too focused on that, and they're saying lift your mind away from your material, which is your physical interest and concerns and worries, and lift them more to your spiritual, and realize that once you do that and you follow your path, your material needs will be taken care of. Just like Oroki was saying, you need to leave your possessions for a time and move forward, which is the first message we have about moving into this change. There's not time right now for you to wait and build this nest egg and get bigger and stronger and better before you move forward. You need to trust Spirit that they're going to be taken care of. So taking care of belongings, create, what else is you're supposed to do? Create a very comfortable, safe home. We're talking about boundaries too. So we're talking about not allowing others to overstep your boundaries. So maybe from the first message, maybe you've been in a position where people have been overstepping your boundaries and you've been putting up with it and you've been trying to make do with it, but it's not working. It doesn't make you happy, it makes you unhappy, and there's no reason that you should be doing this. So there's now a time for you to set these boundaries with others and say no more. You know, I'll take care of what I need to take care of for myself, but you need to take firm and practical steps, and hold yourself in a place of balance. Balance is the word, and not to be concerned, because Spirit is going to take care of you. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys around. My arm is sore from holding this camera out. So the next message, I'm not getting emotional because I didn't pick the emotional cards. I couldn't do it. The next message, ooh, I love this. I might get emotional here. This is Queen Oonagh. A brilliant solution is on its way. See, her third eye is lit up. Also her throat chakra, that's interesting, right? So there's something is going to be coming, a butterfly transformation. She's very beautiful, she's very serene. The third eye is blown open, so she is seeing the way she is meant to see. So let me have you look around, and I will tell you what she has to say to us. All right. So a brilliant solution is on its way. At present, you're confronted with a challenging situation, which feels almost as if it will overwhelm you. The might of the challenge is not truly as it seems, because within you are clever and indeed brilliant solutions to this dilemma. They reside within your mind and in your ability to stay calm under duress. Do not allow yourself to be bullied by someone or something that seems so much powerful than you. Keep a cool head and plan your strategy. I like this one. This is remember we were talking last week about coming up against a wall, a solid wall, and it felt like there was no way through, but Spirit was going to bring a guide to help us, to show us to place in the wall where the bricks had already started to come down, but we also had to take those steps and start taking down the bricks ourselves. Okay, this is the guide that's going to be helping us. What she's saying is, keep a cool head and plan your strategy. You have formidable resources in the intellect that you have been given, in the power of your mind and of your imagination. Explore yourself and truly think your way out of this one. You have powerful allies who will assist you. Powerful allies, you may have friends around that can assist you, but Spirit is your ally, always, and nothing is more powerful than Spirit. So when they say that they're going to show you a way to break through this wall that seems impassable, they can make windows from walls. Spirit can do anything. There is nothing Spirit cannot do. Nothing. So, she's saying, your intelligence and your brilliance are here to be worked with. You currently have all that you need in order to overcome this challenge. The obstacle is one that you can easily disarm. What's being asked of you is to be calm. You need to center yourself and allow the solutions to filter through from your higher intelligence. That's why Oonagh has her third eye is blown open, right? Because Spirit is going to be giving you inner knowing, your inner sight. You're going to be paying attention. It's coming in through your crown, and it's going to be blowing your third eye open so that you can see ways out of this. You're going to have solutions that are going to come to you. So this brilliant light that's inside of your mind, and you're going to shine, and as you shine more brightly, the situation that seems so troublesome is going to start fading away. You have brilliance and you have intelligence. You need to believe in your gifts and your abilities, and you need to use them now. So Queen Oonagh, she is physically and mentally divine. She's incredibly beautiful, but she's also a very practical Dragonfae queen who created a beautiful blessed core where all could create and become who they most truly are. She's practical and clever, and we all have this ability inside of us. She's pointing us to our own divine inner beings and our connection to our higher self, we forget that a lot of the times. When we come up against challenges as humans, we forget that we are spirit creatures and we have this divine ability and we have the connection to the ones in spirit, and she's going to point this back out to you. So she's very practical and clever. She comes up with diplomatic and brilliant ways of protecting the ones that she loves. The strong hunters and warriors, they rely on her advice, and they always take it because of its subtle brilliance. And through taking her advice, they always bloodlessly vanquish those who would harm them. They have plenty for the tribe. She disarms rather than destroys. You know, we call ourselves peaceful warriors. We carry a sword, so when we have to, we know how to use it. But we walk as peaceful warriors. That is our main purpose. So she disarms. That's her first message. Disarm rather than destroy. And when she appears, she has a large cauldron, and she's always surrounded by moonbeams and rainbows. And her clothes are silver spider webs studded with sparkling dewdrops. She is light in her movement and quick in her witted brilliance. She often carries rowan wood, a magical gift from the trees. So what they're telling you is that there is a practical solution to a problem that seems insurmountable to you at this time. And she's going to show you how. She's going to show you how to figure it out with fantastic results. Not just mediocre, okay, we can work our way through this, I guess. This is going to work out really, really well. So she's going to show you, what's interesting to me is, you can follow the letter of the law. I'm a rebel, so this appeals to me very, very much. You can follow the letter of the law, so to speak, and yet you can be very innovative in your approach. So you're going to put your needs first, and you're not going to be a victim in this situation. There is a way out, and it involves using your wits and your wiles. And you need to be aware that it's right and it is fair for you to do what it is that you're thinking of doing. So there may be a legal situation that you're involved in, but and you may feel that because of the situation that you're involved in, you're not able to move forward in certain things in your life. But they're saying that's not true. Maybe you are involved in a legal situation. You can follow the letter of the law while still moving forward. So use the gifts of the earth, of Gaia, of the air, of the water. Call all the gifts in of all of spirit and ask for practical ways to come up with magical results. So brainstorm solutions. So they're telling you, get creative, use your brain. You're smart, you're very smart. You're very, very intelligent. Connect, open your third eye, open your crown. Ask for ideas to be dropped in. Maybe they'll come in your dreams, maybe they'll come in as form of messages. Ooh, red dragonfly. Yes. Magic. Magic. Dragonfly, see? Hold on to your dreams. Your dreams are not improbable. Your dreams are very, very viable. You can do them, even if you feel you're in a situation where you're having to wait. No, you don't. No, you don't. You are not anyone's victim. The magic just flew right up in front of you. Hold on to your dreams and go after your dreams. Create what you need to do to make this happen. Don't feel because you're a very gentle and a very beautiful person that you can't give as good as you get. You know what? Maybe you're just a very kind, loving, gentle soul, but you've been being taken over. You've been pushed. You've been prodded. You have had your free will taken from you, and you're not going to put up with it anymore, and you don't have to. And this is spirit speaking to you. So as they say, you follow the letter of the law, but you do not have to be their victim, and you can have your own life and make your own choices. So you can outwit this situation. Give as good as you get. Use distraction and your ingenuity, and you will defeat the threat at hand, and you will still win with integrity. Now think about this. You're going to go home and you're going to think about this. Maybe if you listen to this before you go to sleep tonight, you can let it roll around in your brain and allow spirit to show you what it is that you can do that will not have you breaking the law, but will have you outwitting and distracting and moving forward in a way that you can get what you need to get done. I like. Ooh, keeps making me think of my favorite song. Right? My theme song is by Green Day, and it's Holiday, Love on Holiday, and it talks about, you know, I told you guys, I always keep seeing the Eiffel Tower, and I couldn't understand for the life of me why they kept showing me the Eiffel Tower, and I'm sure there's multiple meanings, and I'll probably find out. But that song speaks to me because it talks about being a rebel, and it talks about daring to dream different than the ones who, the ruling class, or the ones who are in organized religion, or in government, or familial groups of control. It talks about daring to be different than them, and it dares, and it's like they want to come after the Eiffel Tower. They want to bomb and destroy the Eiffel Towers, who go against their ideas. And we are the Eiffel Towers. The Eiffel Tower is strong, formidable. It's a light, it's a beacon, it's a monument, and we are the Eiffel Tower. So this makes me feel like that. That song comes to mind when I think of this message. I love this message. I'm a fighter, right? I go after what's mine, and I go after what is good and right. And my firm belief is that my position is for spirit first, and everything else is afterwards. And if spirit is telling me that to go after this, oh, you can't see it, but right by the red, oh, that's a June bug. That's another message. I can't tell you right now. June bug has a specific time frame. There's a specific time frame that your wishes will come about, and I'm going to post this at the bottom of this reading. But right before I got distracted by the June bug, which is right here, ooh, I love. There was a giant wish blowing by. So I was saying, Spirit tells us to hold on to our dreams and follow our wishes, and what we were thinking about doing, it's okay. Even if the people that are perhaps holding us down or holding us back are saying that this is what you have to do, this is what has to take place, there is... Did you see? Where is he? Oh, hi, babe. Okay, he's totally my totem right now. Wow, that was incredible. Oh, why can't I think about Junebug? Okay, was that not like the gnarliest message? He totally went right into my hair. Please pay attention and go down to the bottom. He's coming back. Go down to the bottom after this is posted and read what Junebug's message is. I can't even think right now what it is, but that was incredible. Oh, I love. Okay. All right, we're going to go on to our next message. That's our last and final message. And then I'm going to go float around the water. Oh, hey, babe. Hey. Oh, wow. They have the most beautiful colors. Have you seen June bugs? They've got the colors of the rainbow. And the rainbow talks about a promise of wonderful things after a storm. And you see, I could see the rainbow. You couldn't because the light is in a different direction. But the colors of the June bug are incredible. I'm going to post, I wonder if I could post a picture. I'm going to try and post a picture of them with their wings spread as well. But that was amazing. I'm super excited about that. Okay, our last message. I love this one. Look at this. Wu-wang. Wild, pure heart. And this rose-colored dragon, and look at this little fairy, and she sits atop of her dragon. This is her dragon. Interesting, the number 36. 3, you are surrounded, guided, and protected, and loved by benevolent ascended masters. And the number 6 again, don't be so stressing out about the physical world. Keep your thoughts focused, your heart and your mind and your position focused on your spiritual path, and everything else will be taken care of. Okay, so for 36, Wu-wang. Get ready to, who knows what's gonna fly up to us next. This is so cool. Look how cute is that. Okay, so Wu-wang says, in times of old, they say that only those who were pure could connect with those like myself. That the virgin could connect with the unicorn, that the child could see the meaning of God, that the fae would truly see into your heart, and finding it corrupt would never appear to you. I am here to tell you that your heart is pure and wild and innocent. It is you that have forgotten how to see us. That you have, I'm going to get emotional, you guys, that in order to see us, you must be mad, unclean, broken. And if you say that you have seen us, you fear being shunned. I need to step in right here because this is a very emotional message for me, sorry. The ones who see spirit, like the Dragonfae and angels and fairies or whatever it is that you see in spirit. I have seen Archangel Michael twice. I've seen Archangel Metatron once. I've heard Archangel Michael 3 times, and I am not crazy. When I first began my spiritual path and I went to Wisconsin, I know a lot of people thought I was crazy. And I don't know, some of them still may think she's a little bit off. But the majority of people have realized I'm actually very normal. And what I have been seeing is actually real. And I have had this discussion with you guys before about the ones who see spirit and how other people look at them. And they may think that they're mad. Friends of mine have been put into mental hospitals because they are connected to their higher selves, these super sensitive ones. So pay attention to this. You who have been feeling ostracized or outed or feeling like you need to hide your gifts or your connection to spirit. This is speaking to you. Okay, so I'm here to say to you that we appear to those who have looked into their hearts and have seen beyond their woundings, because within you there is a wild and an untrampled heart, a space which is free of any taint. In that space we can enter, and therefore we can and we will be seen again. You were not born into this world wrong or sinful. There may be karmic markings, but you are no sinner, nor are you corrupt or unworthy. Foster that which is wild and pure and good within you, and we will begin to appear and come forth. You will feel us on the wind, in the water, see us in the fire, and hear our voices emanating from the heart of our mother, the earth. You are the child of the mother, call her what you will, and at your core you are one of the wild ones. This is my message for you. Wu-wang is a Dragonfae lord who has been both a dynastic ruler in human form, and his energy has entered the Chinese system of philosophy known as the I Ching. Do you know about the I Ching? His mind is very natural and honest. He has an innately good nature, and he encourages us to be the same and to know that we can be the same, no matter how we have behaved in the past. Truth and innocence of nature can be reclaimed, and further, these traits bring about good fortune, personally, for Gaia, Dana, and our mother. So, we're speaking to the ones who may have made mistakes, who may have made missteps, who have done things that have been considered wrong, who have gone to prison, who have gone to jail, who have done things that have hurt other people. There are things that have happened. Does that make you permanently bad? Does it make you wrong? No, it doesn't. They're telling you that there is an innocence in you, and there's good that lies within you. No matter what it is that the actions that you have taken in your past, they're asking you, don't push away your spirituality because of what has happened. Don't feel that you don't deserve it. Don't feel that you are not connected because you slipped. You had a lesson. It was a message that you were supposed to get. Everything happens for a reason. Even horrible things that happen, out of them, wonderful things occur. When you go through trials and tribulations like that, you learn deep, deep lessons. You learn compassion. You learn to know how to deal with others who are in a situation like that and help bring them through to the other side. So this is speaking to you. This is talking to you and telling you that you will be able to see again and feel and sense clearly the presence of the magical beings, including the dragonfly, including the unicorn. Wu-wang is there to help you eat organically, well, and healthfully. Wu-wang is there to get you back, bring you back to spirit, where you were before you slipped off and were maybe swept along with the crowd. Maybe you got caught up in something, you know, something, your head was turned by a bauble and you got caught up in a crowd and we started to go into a different direction and you stepped off your path. So this Dragonfae is here to help bring you back onto your path, get your body cleaned up, start eating organically, start physically taking care of your body again. Step away from, perhaps you got involved in drugs, perhaps you got involved in alcohol, perhaps you got involved in, as I said, activities that were against the law. We spoke about, remember the last message was speaking about you might be under some kind of restriction from the law. And so you're thinking it might be stopping you from moving forward in other aspects of your life. But they're telling you, these are all working together, this is all coming. They're telling you that even though you may have to follow certain letters of the law, there are ways that you can sidestep certain things and continue on your path and get the things that you need so you don't have to be alone, so that you can move forward spiritually and get stronger. So yes, do what you are supposed to do, obey the law, but use your mind. Again, remember what we said, go back and listen to that part if you need to listen to that part. So what they're telling you is you need to allow the old